Good evening, America. This is Caroline Melcher here to give you my take on tonight's American Idol performance. This hopefully will be my first installment of many videos. Well, tonight's theme was Sing a Song for the 21st Century. Now, this is quite an interesting thing because these are songs, most of these songs tonight were songs that, we've heard a lot of. Some of them ad nauseum, but that's the challenge, is that these performers need to make things their own, in a way. With of course, keeping the integrity of the song. Um, some really stepped up challenge tonight. Some, not so much. But I'm going to take you on my take. Um, Starting with Scotty. Now, J-Lo and Randy were like, your song choice is weak. You could have done so much better. With all the country songs in the past 10 years, you picked that one? Now, Swingin' was a good song. It's a good song. And I think, although, he could have picked, some top-notch songs, let me tell you. I mean, there are a lot of country songs out there that he could have picked. But, in his defense, he sang beautifully. He does every week. I mean, he really, he touches my heart every week. And, I think it wasn't the strongest song choice, but he still made it his magical song. Secondly, James. James. You were on fire tonight. You really were. James sang a Muse song. In fact, it was the first Muse song ever to be sung in American Idol. So congratulations on that milestone. Um, it was a quite dramatic performance, I must say. Quite dramatic. And you know what? It paid off. It really paid off for him. He wowed the crowd, he wowed the judges, he wowed America tonight. And I definitely can see him staying in the competition for at least one more week. So kudos to you, James. Haley. You know what? That's a good song choice. Adele is hot right now. She really is. And, which makes it difficult because everyone's hearing Adele songs these days, and so, especially that one, Roller the Deep, which makes it hard, because people are like, they already set that bar high, saying, man, Adele sang it like this, and they've been hearing the song and everything, but, Haley knocked it out of the park tonight. She took an interesting, setting, sitting behind the judges' table, facing the audience on a stool. Um, it definitely was a different choice, but it really worked. It made it more personal and intimate, and I enjoyed that. Jacob, that was a very sweet story, um, and the song it really was a good song. Luther Vandross, great, great. Um, I don't think it was necessarily Jacob's best performance, but it was definitely a solid performance, and it took us all on an emotional journey. Casey. Well, Casey sang a Maroon 5 song. I love Maroon 5. Great band, great music. Harder to Breathe, great song. One of Maroon 5's first big hits, really. Um, that probably wouldn't have been a song I would have chosen for Casey. Um, because Casey's kind of like known as the indie, like the different, he does music, off the board. I mean, speaking of milestones, he was the first person on American Idol to sing a Nirvana song. That's pretty cool. I think that, he really sang the song well tonight, Harder to Breathe. I wouldn't have chosen that song per se. I think he should have maybe chosen a different route, maybe a more indie song. But nonetheless, it was a solid performance, Casey. Stefano, you are a doll. You are an absolute doll. And um, and uh, Closer was a great song for Stefano. It really was. Um, it showcased his voice range and the texture in his voice. Um, it was it was just on the dot. It was pitchy here and there. It was. Um, but you know, he really interacted with the crowd tonight. He really felt it. You could feel the spirit and the passion that he had tonight, and that was awesome. That was really awesome. And finally, Lauren. Lauren is absolutely one of my favorites, and she has been. She's got a set of pipes, let me tell you. She really does. And her song choice was really good. It really fit her well. But I do have some criticism. I do think that she needs to start singing more ballads. She's like punching, she's knocking those up tempos out. But I do think that she needs to start, you know, start toning it down a little bit. Start taking it slow and singing those ballads and everything to show, that she can sing those ballads. Because I know she can. I mean, she can sing anything. So, here ends my first installment of my commentary on American Idol. I will be back tomorrow night and commentating the results show. So, stay tuned and good night.